Hey, what's up? Billy from Perma Pastures Farm. I'm out here on that site that we have gotten squared away. Remember, it was not anywhere close to being normal to what it ought to be. And what's normal these days? Well, in a nutshell, we took a absolutely polluted piece of ground and we transformed it, and we did it in about 6 months. We told everybody about a year because that's more believable, but honestly, we had positive tests in 6 months. Up until that time, you've seen me go through taking bags of compost, putting them in there to make extract. And that process alone would take me an hour, sometimes actually when it's all said and done, it would take me 3 hours to get done. Then I'd have to transform it out to the site, put it in the IBC tote, which you've seen me have. Now, check this out, y'all. You've heard me talk about them before, Hiwassee products. You know, the people where I got that worm bin from? Well, I just bought their latest thing on the market right now, the X100 Deluxe Model 2000. This thing will cook dinner for you. No, it doesn't do all that, but let me tell you what it does do. It saves me 3 hours of laborious work in time that I don't have, because that's the hardest thing for me to find these days is spare time. Well, we got my man Jesse from Hiwassee's. He's dropping it off. I bought this thing a little while back, and he dropped it off today, and we are going to give it the old college try. And we're going to see if this saves way more time than me taking bag by bag, going through 5 times for each bucket, and see if we can get the same product with a fraction of the work.
So this is our X100 extractor. It's our smallest extractor, and it's designed to be as off-grid as possible. It's a smaller version of our larger extractors that have, powered pumps, higher capacity, the ability to get, 500 to 700 gallons an hour. This one's more around 250 gallons an hour, or at this scale, people are often thinking, how long does it take to fill up a 50-gallon barrel, which is about 10 minutes. It works the way most of our systems work. You're putting your compost in the hopper here, and there's an auger, a single shaft auger running through the entire machine. The auger is turning, pushing compost up through the system. So all you're doing in the hopper is moving the compost along. When it gets up into this space, it's here. I'll pop this off so you can see a little better. You can see there's water being pumped into the auger shaft, and then it comes out these spray tips, and it's basically spraying through the material, rinsing the microbes out of the compost and any, humics and soluble stuff that comes along. And that goes into the extract, and then all of the solid material is excluded by the screen, and that just drops out the front here. And then the extract just drops down on this one. Gravity drops down the valve at the bottom here.
Here we are on the site where we don't trust the municipal water. It's fluoridated, so I had to basically stick it in that tote over there. But if I were dealing at my place and I had it on a well and I already got sufficient pressure, most of this wouldn't even be needed downstream.
Right.
So I could hook my hose directly up to this thing. As long as I got 40 PSI coming out of here, we're rocking and rolling.
Yep.
Because that's the minimum, well, that's really the ideal pressure we need to extract those organisms away from their aggregates and get them in the aqueous form.
So this is the standard crank that comes with it. I took it off for transport. And then this just turns the system like this. You end up turning it slower than you think you would. And it really depends on the concentration of extract that you want. If you turn faster, you're going to be putting more compost through to the same amount of water. So it's going to be more concentrated. If you slow it down, less compost for the same amount of water, it's going to be more diluted.
There's no waste at all. I mean, I can recycle that compost, which is what I always do. I'll take it and put it into another pile. Or you could take it and dress a tree. I mean, there's no losing out of this. Wow, I'm really, really digging this, but I gotta say, I wonder how hard or easy the cleanup is gonna be. So that's the part that's got me a little bit stymied right now. I guess we'll find out. What we even got here, I got a bucket full of not only my BioComplete compost, but also the vermicompost that I got from another machine that they make. I mean, it's so incredibly simple. I absolutely love that thing. And I'm sure anybody else that's purchased it absolutely loves it as well. So I got a combination here of my regular compost and also the vermicompost. I've covered in probably, I don't know how many videos, the benefits of using both. Okay, we're gonna have another component that we'll add later, but we'll talk about that later. So tell me what to do here, bro. Just dump this stuff in?
Yeah, I'll turn the water on first.
Okay.
So that we've got the water coming through.
How much y'all want to put in here?
You can fill up the hopper pretty good.
Okay.
I'll just help get these bigger chunks settle down in there.
Pretty good?
Yep.
The color I'm getting in there is exactly what I would have with 5 different bags already. I can't even believe how well this is working. Man, I tell you what, I'm already sold, bro. This thing is the cat's meow. So just turn the valve and...
Turn the valve and then start cranking again. Now you've got it actually full of extract in the...
I am blown away. To get that level of concentration, I kid you not, I would have worked on that one bucket 20 minutes. This is blowing my mind, bro, because ordinarily I would have to go through, to get the same concentration I'm looking at right now, an entire 5-gallon bucket of finished compost to get what I'm getting right now, and I've only used half.
Yeah. All right, so at this point, we've augured all the compost all the way through the machine. So now it's just basic cleanup. We're not trying to collect anything now that's coming out. So all the liquid that's falling out is just gonna go on the ground. Anything that comes out the front is just gonna drop into the bucket. Lift this off, this is pretty clean. Just pop this apart. And we're going to remove the screen.
Man, is there anything? You guys ought to be building spaceships. Cleaning this out is easier than cleaning up that 400 micron bag.
Go ahead and hose out the rest of the
and all of it just comes out of the bottom.
Yep.
I gotta say, you know what? My shirt says it all right now. Seriously, so many people are addicted to unnecessary complexity. And what I love about all the things you guys make, why I am a seriously avid customer, and like I said, folks, they're not paying me to say any of this. Not being paid a dime. In fact, I paid for this. I just love things that work the way they're supposed to. I can't stand poor craftsmanship. I can't stand things that don't work, especially when you spent good money for them. And this is the definition of elegance.
Thank you.
Concise and simple. That is the definition. In fact, if you didn't know, it's right here on the shirt, concise and simple. That's what I love about the things you guys make. I mean, whether it's done by a crank handle, I just need it to do the job, do it accurately, do it well. And honestly, I can't wait to buy some of the other products you guys have got out there. I see you got a traveling microscope kit.
Mm-hmm. You can take the lab to the field with you.
Yeah, take the lab.
Test the soil right in place.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think we're going to be looking at next. But man, you guys got the cat's meow when it comes to all this stuff. Stainless construction, I mean, things that work. And, you know, somebody's going to ask, let's say you did have a mishap. I don't know how, but let's just say something didn't work. Do you guys stand behind your product?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we've got a warranty on it. We've got good customer service. You know, give us a call back. Tell us what's going on. We'll help you figure it out.
This is a time saver like nothing I've ever seen. And honestly, I have yet to look at it under the microscope, but I'm thinking just based on the concept, because I can kind of look at it. I've done it so many times. I can tell that I have at least as good, if not better, the concentration of microbes in those buckets that I wouldn't ordinarily have by doing it by hand. So, man, you guys are something else. Man, I can't wait to put this thing to work at the house, but also through this neighborhood, because we're on the site, and you can see some of what we got in the background here of what we planted, but we're on the site out here, and everybody and their great-grandmother, when I was hitting up people throughout this neighborhood asking, hey, you know, would you like us to go ahead and fix what you got going on there, getting rid of some of these forever chemicals? Everybody said no. These guys said yes, and now that everybody in the neighborhood is walking up and down and driving up and down here, they're all blowing my phone up saying, hey, can you come do the same for us? Well, this makes it able for me to say yes a little more often than I have been. So I can't wait to get this off and running, folks. Hiawassee Products without the A in between, not Hiawassee, Hiawassee. So go check them out, y'all. Look, it's been a real joy to be out here with you, my man. Thank you so much for bringing this thing. Until next time, y'all, stay alert, stay alive.